What's up guys, Matt here, and I'm here doing a kind of unexpected trailer breakdown. About 20 minutes ago, a new Star Wars The Force Awakens trailer just dropped out of nowhere. It came out of, apparently, Disney's D23 Tokyo event that's going on in there at the moment, so it's all kind of like just shocked everyone that they just dropped this new trailer with all this new footage as well in it. So let's get into it. So the first shot we see of the trailer is a new shot, and it's of who I'm guessing is going to be Rey either scavenging through what looks to be the Star Destroyer engine. Maybe that's her like way into the ship or something. If you look carefully, she looks like she's either been in and gotten stuff, and she's like holding it up to the sun and just like sort of checking it and everything. Well, then we get a little couple more shots of just stuff from what we've seen in the other trailers. Then we get a really cool shot of the sunset on Jakku, and you know, the moisture evaporators and Rey's speeder in the background and everything, and some people walking around and everything, which is pretty cool. Then we get a really cool little clip sort of scene of Rey and BB8, and it looks like BB8's been in a net, which we've seen in stills of Rey like holding BB8 in a net and everything. I think one of her toys comes with a net as well and everything. So BB8 isn't her droid, it's I believe Poe's droid. That's who I'm believing it is. It could be Poe's, could be Princess Leia's droid that she lent to Poe or something. But it's not Rey's droid, because the dialogue even says like, who are you? Who do you belong to? Stuff like that. So yeah, we continue on and we get a couple more new shots, and there's this great new shot of what looks to be maybe Rey's junk shop or like a shop she works at or something, and Finn is with her and they're looking at something, and something they're looking at, we're kind of inclined to believe that it might be the Empire coming after them, because we get this really cool shot of the TIE fighters coming in front of the sun, the setting sun. So that's a really cool shot. We then get some flame troopers torching a village, and this would be the same village that we've seen Kylo Ren in and Captain Phasma in and everything. So they're, you know, showing the might of the First Order. We then get some more scenes we've seen in the other trailer where Kylo Ren sort of saying he's going to continue, you know, what he left off, and obviously referring to Darth Vader. And what's really interesting, he says he will fulfill our destiny. He says our as in when he's talking to the helmet, I guess, or someone. So maybe he's related to Darth Vader, maybe he's a Skywalker himself. Don't really know at this point. We then get a really cool scene of seeing his lightsaber actually ignite. We haven't really seen many shots of it igniting, and it looks really cool. I really like it. We can get some shots that we've seen before, but it's sort of like a extended version, and this is with Rey and Finn sort of running away from the TIE fighters that attacked them. This is probably just after the scene I talked about just previously when they're in the junk shop. They're probably running towards a ship somewhere, and it probably ends with that big explosion we saw in the last trailer. What's really interesting about this next scene is that Finn and Rey sort of only just now introduced themselves, and they're on the Millennium Falcon, so they've had all this like big action scene and they've been talking and stuff, and they've only just now introduced themselves, which is kind of pretty cool. I really like that. They sort of just jumped into the action without knowing who each other are, and sort of trust each other, and then finally figure out who they are once the sort of action's cooled down a little bit. More shots of like X-Wings and Knights of Ren and stuff, and then some cool shots of Leia and King Lung's character, some Resistance general there in the background. Again, he's had a focus. And then we get the next shot, we see Princess Leia, Poe, C-3PO. I think Ken Lung's character is just behind C-3PO, and then there's Chewbacca. Now, Chewbacca's really interesting to be there, because I know a lot of people were saying like when Leia hugged Han in the last trailer, it looked like, oh, maybe she's hugging him because Chewie died, because we didn't see Chewie in that scene, and this kind of negates that, because this would be when they arrived at the Resistance base on that Yavin 4 looking planet. So it kind of negates that he has actually been killed at this point, so because he's at the base. We then get some cool shots of what I think is a X-Wing blowing up in front of BB-8. I think it might be Poe's X-Wing, like maybe it had like flight data in it and he blew it up so the First Order couldn't get to it, and then he got captured by Rey or someone who's going to sell him to Rey or something, which is pretty cool. Then we got more of Han saying the Force is real and everything, which is pretty cool. Then a really cool shot of a stable cam on an X-Wing's wing on one of the S-foils, which looks really cool. I hope we get a couple more shots of that in the movie. They look really cool. I really like when they do that. More Rey and Finn igniting a lightsaber, and a really cool shot of Chewbacca, who looks cool, but he looks kind of weird seeing him in HD after so long. And he seems to be blowing something up. Now I know it's obviously like trick of editing. That thing he blew up isn't what he actually blew up with the detonator he clicked. But yeah, the next part we see is probably one of the big oh shit moment of the trailer, and that is Kylo Ren igniting his lightsaber and like pointing at Rey's neck, which is pretty cool. They're in the forest as well, so obviously one or the other's been chasing the other around the forest and everything, so it's going to be interesting to see where that goes from there. But yeah, that's the trailer. Pretty cool, pretty out of nowhere. But yeah, I hope we get a couple more clips, keep us tided over for the December 17th release. I'm really excited. Stay tuned for more stuff from Star Wars The Force Awakens here on Comic Book Cast.
So thank you for watching the video, and if you guys like what you saw, don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you haven't already, check out some of these other great videos we have on the channel. Just click the annotation right there, it'll take you to them. Thank you for watching, guys, and have a good one.